In breaking news just coming in, Pakistan Air Force Base is under attack in Punjab's Mianwali. Terrorists storm Pak Air Base. Heavy firing being carried out at the location. We're just getting this breaking news that Pakistan Air Force Base is under attack in Punjab's Mianwali. Terrorists have stormed the air base in Pakistan, the Air Force Base in Pakistan, with heavy firing being reported as being carried out at the location. Terror attack on the Pakistan Air Force Base in Mianwali. We're getting you breaking news on this issue. We're getting you breaking news on this, and Gaurav Sawant is joining us on the phone line. Gaurav, what do we know about this particular attack? Terrorists have attacked a Pakistan Air Force base.
This is one of the most crucial air bases of Pakistan Air Force in Punjab province, and at least 6 to 8 terrorists. That's the information. Heavily armed terrorists, they entered the airbase pre-dawn. This is an airbase where Pakistan Air Force trains its fighter pilots. It has several combat fighter planes also deployed here. If you recall, Pakistan Air Force Base Mianwali was targeted even by pro-Imran Khan protesters when he was, being arrested. But in this case, these are suspected to be Lashkar-e-Jahangir terrorists. That's the initial information that's coming in. 6 to 8 terrorists entered the base. Several of them are suspected to be suicide bombers. They spread out. They've set some planes on fire. That's the initial information. Of course, no official word from Pakistan Air Force or the ISPR just as yet. An engagement has started with the terrorists, is what journalists are reporting in Pakistan. And one suspected terrorist, and he's suspected to be heavily armed and a suicide bomber. He has been neutralized, but 5 to 6 terrorists still remain, and there is fierce firing that can be heard in this area. As we can see in these images, there are plumes of smoke, there's a lot of fire, which is an indication that at least some buildings or aircraft have been set on fire or damaged in this pre-dawn terror strike. Terrorists used a ladder to enter a very crucial airbase of Pakistan Air Force.
Gaurav, considering the very, very crucial status of this particular Air Force base, what more can you tell us? What does this mean for Pakistan, particularly if the terrorists have been able to come in to an air base, which is normally a very heavily protected area? Gaurav.
You're absolutely right. In fact, air bases have been targeted in Pakistan even earlier. And each time an airbase or a naval base was targeted, they suspected an inside role. The Pakistani armed forces have been infiltrated very extensively by terrorists since they were training terrorists. The same armed forces were training terrorists. The reverse radicalization has taken place very extensively, right from the times when Ziaul Haq was the military chief, the army chief and dictator of Pakistan. So it's been decades of radicalization even of the armed forces in Pakistan. You'd recall that PNS Atlantic and P-3C Orion, one of their long-range maritime reconnaissance aircraft, was targeted by terrorists in an earlier terror attack. And recently, a mob had targeted the same airbase, Mianwali. That time they didn't succeed in entering deep, but there are several chinks in these air bases which have been exploited. Now, we still do not know. You'd recall very recently Pakistan issued a most inhuman order, aimed at 1.7 million Afghan refugees. They are being sent back to their country, who've been living in Pakistan for decades, and Pakistan had been making a lot of money from international aid agencies in the name of these Afghan refugees. They are now being forced back. There's a lot of anger, there's a lot of backlash. We still do not know whether this is directly linked to that or some other reason. Okay. But, Pakistan has trained so many terrorists, the armed forces have trained so many terrorists, you don't know which group has turned against them.
All right. Thank you very much, Gaurav Sawant, for bringing us this nuanced information regarding this Pakistan under terror attack, Pakistan Air Force Base in Punjab attack.